Guys, I am literally being swept down current right now. I lost my footing and I can't regain it back. I'm literally being swept down current. I'm trying to hold myself up.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode here on the Piscifun YouTube channel. Super excited for today because I get to do one of my favorite things. We're gonna go out and we're gonna chase some brook trout. We're gonna see if we can catch one on a top water lure. I'm bringing a small top water popper, and I'm thinking with how the attitude is today, with what the weather's like today, I'm thinking we can get one to go on a popper. So stay tuned, let's see if we can make it happen. Gotta get my stuff loaded in the truck here. All right, first things first, I'm gonna throw my net in there. I did not have a net last time I went fishing, so I went and bought a net, so that's gonna be good. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw that in the truck as well, because the back of my truck is loaded with stuff, so I don't wanna break my rod, so that's where we're gonna put it. GoPro batteries. Always need lots of GoPro batteries. Go through these things like crazy. Definitely gonna need the GoPro today, that's for sure. And last but not least, we are going to need some night crawlers. Not gonna lie, guys, pretty excited to have a net with me this time. The last couple times I haven't had a net and it's made catching fish pretty difficult, so this is a welcome change. So a lot of people ask me, like, why trout? Why do you want to go trout fishing? There's bass, there's muskie, there's walleye. I think for me, trout are kind of mysterious. It's what I grew up doing as a kid. It's how I learned to fish, and you get to walk such beautiful wooded areas. So part of it's the scenery, part of it's the chase. It's hard to get a really big one in these inland streams, and then a big part of it is how beautiful these fish are. Brook trout are some of the most beautiful fish in the world, in my opinion. They have incredible markings, incredible distinct colors. So yeah, that's why I love catching trout.
All right, guys, let's go see if we can find some trout. Excited for today's fishing trip. Hopefully I don't die. Get down in here in the weeds. And there's the water. So we're gonna go ahead, get started by rigging up a night crawler and then see if we can slay them. Another tip I want to give you guys really quick: light line. If you can see how thin this line is, this is 2-pound test. I'll either use 2, 3, or 4-pound test when I'm trout fishing, because again, trout are super finicky. So we got our split shot, we got our number 2 drop shot hook, and we're gonna use a half a crawler. I know a lot of people just use a trout worm, but we're gonna try a half a crawler. Half a crawler seems to work really well. So just something like that. We're gonna clip it off. We'll throw that on our hook. Got our night crawler. Go ahead, throw that guy on here. Leave a nice little tail like that. Let's see if we can catch him. There we go, guys. Oh man, that thing is so tiny. This is like the tiniest trout ever. Guys, this fish is so little. Oh my God, look how little this trout is, guys. That is probably one of the smallest brookies I have caught in a long time. But look at those colors. Chill out, chill out, chill out. One tip, guys, always make sure your hands are wet. You notice how my hand's wet? That saves their skin coating. I'm gonna wet my other one here. Guys, what a beautiful little trout. Absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna get him back right away. See you later, little buddy. The last time I filmed a video here, I fell really hard. Oh, almost did it again. Almost did it again. Got little fish pecking at it right now. Didn't even want to set the hook because I would have lost half my worm. Sometimes though, guys, later in the summer, like it is right now, you've got to get to the deeper holes. I've been fishing fairly shallow so far, and a lot of times this water does warm up in the summer, even though it's a river, and those deeper holes will hold a lot of your bigger trout. Fish on, guys. Fish on right here. Got him. Got him right in the rapids. I think this one we're gonna net. All right. Awesome. Oh, he fell through the net. We don't want that. Get back through the net. There you go. You stay in there. Stop going through the middle. Maybe I should have a net with smaller holes. All right, so we're gonna wet our hands. Make sure we don't harm this trout as we're releasing him here. Here we go. I want to show you guys something on these fish. Look at how distinctly beautiful these colors are. Orange, white, and black here on the fins. Absolutely beautiful red spots with blue throughout the body. Just gorgeous fish. Beautiful fish. Dang it, missed another one. Must be a lot of small fish up there because I keep missing them. If I can get one with a tiny little chunk of crawler. Got one, guys. Tiny little baby chunk of crawler. Crazy. I didn't even think I was going to get a bite with that. I mean, it was a tiny little piece. But as you can see, it's a tiny little trout. So makes sense why he bit that little tiny chunk of worm right there. Wipe my camera off here. Look at that. Look at that little tiny chunk of worm he bit. That thing is so little. Crazy. Definitely wouldn't have thought I would have got a bite on that. What a beauty. That one's got some really cool colors. Really, really bright orange right there. I can see here in front of me the fish are starting to pop. I'm definitely going to try that top water here soon. All right, so guys, I'm going to try this little tiny chunk again now that I caught one on it. Let's see if I can get you another one. Oh, there we go, guys. Came back for it on the tiny crawler chunk. Unreal. Unreal. Tiny little piece. Chill out, buddy. Chill out, buddy. Relax, relax, relax. The reason I'm not netting these fish, guys, is because they're a little bit small and they honestly might just slide right through the net. So I'm just getting them in and then letting them go. I'm kind of stoked that this little tiny chunk of worm is catching these trout. I guess it just kind of shows you that you never know. I've always used a bigger piece, but this little piece is catching them. One more cast with the little worm, then we'll put our normal size worm back on. I got a little tiny piece on here right now. Tiny piece. Oh my God, guys. That piece is so small. I can't believe that fish just ate that. Hooked up again. Third fish in a row off this little tiny piece of nightcrawler. This one's actually a decent trout. There we go. And that was again off of a little tiny piece. They must think it's a bug or something. There's another beautiful one right there, guys. Getting a little bit bigger now. We'll go ahead and get this fish off, get him back in the water. We're not keeping any trout today. If we were keeping trout on this particular stretch of the river, they would need to be 8 inches in length. That guy would probably barely miss the keeper mark, but we're gonna go ahead and let him go right now. Fish on. Ooh, that feels like a nice one, guys. That feels like a nice one. Oh yeah, that's a pretty brookie. Let's get him through these rocks here. There we go. There's another nice brookie. That's the biggest one of the day, guys, right there. Check that out. Biggest brookie of the day. Again, just using a little tiny chunk of nightcrawler with no weight, just letting it flow downstream. So awesome. Hook out. Check that fish out, guys. Another beautiful brookie. Absolutely gorgeous fish. There's a super cool waterfall here. All right, this is cool. I'm gonna go fish this for sure. This spot looks super dope. Just need to get past this area right here, get to this waterfall. Wow, it is so deep right here, guys. Like I'm within like 7 inches of going under my wader. I think there's probably some really, oh, there's one. This one might be a trout, guys. This one might be a trout. This one might be a trout. What do we got here? Yes, there we go, guys. There we go. Got to the waterfall, and there we go. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful brookie. That is awesome. Well, guys, this is starting to get super sketchy depth-wise, but I didn't come all this way to not be able to get to this waterfall. So we are going to do whatever we need to do to get there. So I'm gonna break a stick off here so I can clear some of these spider webs, because there's a lot of spider webs under these branches. I will get to my spot. All right, so I'm gonna get under this branch. We're gonna stay really shallow here. All right. Now, I feel like I can probably get over here now. I'm walking through this little small edge, and there's a little pool down here from the waterfall. I'm gonna try to fish this pool down in here. It's kind of tough to get in here right now, but we're gonna try to work our way through here. I just want to be able to stand over here and kind of get out of the way of everything. Guys, I am literally being swept down current right now. I lost my footing and I can't regain it back. I'm literally being swept down current. I'm trying to hold myself up, but my waders are about to fill right now. Oh, I think we got it. Oh man, that was sketchy. That was so sketchy. This current is way too strong. I gotta get out of this current. I gotta move. Way too strong. I gotta get over to this other side where it's nice and calm. This is why it pays to fish with a buddy, because this current is ripping so hard right now. I'm about 245 pounds, guys, and I am getting ripped by this current right now. Oh, I'm under. Oh, I went under. Yep, definitely went in the waders that time. Oh, I gotta check my phone. Dang it. Man, I knew I was gonna be able to cross that current. It was just too hard. Check my phone. Okay, we're good. I just got a little bit in there. Guys, that was so sketchy. Oh my God. Guys, I'm out of breath. That was probably one of the scariest things I've had happen to me. Normally this river's not that deep, but I hit a deep hole and I could not get my traction. I couldn't get back up, and the water started pouring in the side of my waders. That was not cool at all. Like, I was sketched out. That water was definitely more than 6 feet deep over there. All right, well, we made it to the other side here, and so we're gonna try to catch some fish before we head out. Here's a fish, guys. What do we got here? There we go. There's a brookie, guys. On the downside of this waterfall, there's a brookie right here. Get our hands wet. Chill out, buddy. Chill out, chill out. Awesome. Just on the downside of this waterfall. Told you guys there's a pretty nice pool right here. Check that one out. Beautiful fish. Go ahead and let that one go. This pool is huge. There should be trout everywhere in here. See, I think in this current too, you don't need as big of a piece of worm, because I think they're just looking for things floating around. So sometimes a smaller piece of worm at least will help you get hooked up with them, because they definitely hammered that small piece of worm on the last time we were fishing. Yep, like they're on it. That small piece of worm is working great. I'm just gonna use a small piece from now on. There we go. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Yes, this is so awesome. Walked way down a creek to a spot I've never been to. And I ended up just running into a bunch of these brook trout, guys. Just goes to show you, sometimes you got to get off that beaten path and you got to get back to where the fish are. Chill out, buddy. That is another absolutely beautiful brookie. Look at those vibrant colors on that fish. Just amazing. Look at this, guys. I want to show you something here. This is what these fish are eating in the river. See that? That's a bug right there. Some sort of a river bug, probably some type of hellgrammite. You can see it's still alive even. That's what these guys are eating. And my worm. All right, we're gonna go ahead, get him back here. Let's do that again, guys. We're just gonna keep on catching them. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Another nice brookie. Oh, there we go. Another nice one, guys. Just on that little tiny chunk of worm is what's doing it. Like I said, I'm using it weightless with a drop shot hook, and I'm just skipping it. I'm just skipping it through the water. Oh, see you later, buddy. And it just floats down current naturally like a bug or a larvae or something in the water, and they just can't help but hammer it. That's been really productive for me today. Well, guys, I just broke off the last hook that I had with me in a tree. So that means today's episode is over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the trout fishing techniques and tips that I did throughout this video. If you guys want to see more trout videos, let me know. And also comment any other videos you would like to see, and I'll try to get to as many as I can. So like, comment, make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Head on over, check us out on Instagram, and hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you on the water next time.